All right, Succaneer fans, Coach Papo's back. And as you can see, it was a really tight game coming into halftime. 22-21 the score until a 21-0. Third quarter, Jalen Ramsey with a pick six. Ross and Thurber getting it done. First half was that typical trap type game, the kind of game I thought, oh wow, I don't know why he didn't intercept that. That would have been Jalen Ramsey's second interception. The typical trap game that I get myself into every now and again. The Giants came out. This Giants team has a killer linebacking core. Leighton Vander Esch, Whitney Merciless, Tremaine Edmonds. Just really solid. Really solid. And I couldn't run the ball at all. League MVP Sony Michel could not get going. Oh man, thought I had that. LeGarrette Blount coming off a fantastic game last week. He couldn't do anything either. And Thurber was getting it done. The drives were stalling out, and I was getting field goals. I had a drive that stalled on the 1 yard line. I chose to kick a field goal because it was close. It was 14-10 at the time, etc., etc., etc. Here we are. So, filming this after work on a Monday. It's Monday. I got my mullet. I have no shirt on, so it's Manly Mullet Monday. And we're playing Madden. So how's that for alliteration? Yeah, Dak Prescott and this offense too. The Giants really built a hell of a team. Dak Prescott's on this offense. The receivers aren't great, but it's like Josh Gordon, Hollywood Brown. They have some decent guys there, but the offensive line is jacked. I haven't been able to get any pressure on Prescott. A couple coverage sacks, but that's really about it. But they protect Prescott really well. It's a good team. The defense is decent, and they haven't been able to run on me though. You got a killer O-line, but you ain't running on the Buccaneers. That ain't happening. But anyway, it's been a hard-fought game. It's been one of those games where I said, "Hey, Madden's going to bring it in the playoffs," and I'm interested to see who they're going to have in the AFC representing the Super Bowl. Look at that interception, baby. Joe freaking Hayden. That's why I got him. That's why I converted him to play safety. So it's like having another corner in that secondary with hands, with awareness. I clicked off of that. Look at that. Oh, that interception was beautiful. Look at that. 1 foot, 2 foot down, boom. And that's how you do it. So anyway, really disappointed I didn't get to upload last week's game just because I don't know what happened. If I hit the wrong button. Oh, come on, Michelle. Are you kidding me? League MVP Sony Michel fumbling a ball. He literally had, I think, 1 fumble all season. And see, that's what I'm talking about. Playoffs. Madden likes to be weird. Oh, we're going to challenge it. Okay, booth review. Before I go in my speech, he looked well. Knee, arm, then fumble. Yeah, that's actually down. He's down. That's not a fumble. Come on now. Got the New York Cowboys here. Leighton Vander Esch, Dak Prescott. But anyway, I talked a lot in last week's game, which didn't end up getting broadcast because I don't know what the heck happened. Oh, there he is. Oh, trying to strip the ball. Yep. Almost up over 100. We'll get him over 100. Ross and Thurber, the Succaneers, 16 games, regular season. Ended up with an NFL record for passing yardage. Almost 6,500 yards passing, just under like 6,473 or something like that. He did have 22 interceptions, which is quite a lot, but he had 62 touchdown passes. This guy, 62 touchdown passes for the worst quarterback in the NFL. And remember, I didn't get killer skill position guys either. Every skill position guy to start the year was, what did I say? Under an 80 overall. Yeah, it was under an 80 overall. So he ended up getting best quarterback. Sony Michel got league MVP and offensive player of the year, because he also caught Sony also caught 100 passes. He doesn't do that in real life, but he did it on here. I threw to him quite a bit. Yeah, look at that, 563 yards allowed, season 1 rank today. You're not a #1 defense, although against the run they have been pretty stout. It's been slim pickings against this defense. Who else? I think I probably had a player win offensive lineman of the year. I think it may have been Brandon Brooks. Unfortunately, there is no tight end of the year, because you know that Auden Tate would have gotten that. Defensive lineman of the year was Bradley Chubb. Linebacker of the year was Jalen Smith. Another Jalen Ramsey won defensive back of the year, and he also won defensive player of the year because he set an NFL record with 17 interceptions. Yes, you heard that, 17 interceptions, NFL record. Rawson Thurber's passing yardage was a record. His touchdown, 62 touchdowns, was a record. Oh, I'm trying to thread that needle, and it's not going to help. It's fine. I was getting too greedy there. So he had 62 touchdowns, NFL record, yardage record. Auden Tate broke the NFL record for receiving yards, over 2,100 receiving yards. So all kinds of records for this Buccaneer team. And heading him up, Rawson Thurber, the worst quarterback in football, ending up with all those records and quarterback of the year. Really hoping that he could have won league MVP, but obviously through the first few weeks he was rough. He was really not good until I got at least some semblance of accuracy. He was just, it was a lot of screens, it was a lot of running, it was a lot of short passes, and he missed on a ton of it. Now he's decent. I mean, I'd like to go through the NFL teams and just see. I mean, obviously he's still worse than every other NFL starter, but I'm wondering how many quarterbacks are ahead of him. Maybe I'll preview that when I do the Super Bowl. I'll go down and look to see how many quarterbacks are still better than him, because he started out as a 37 overall, and right now, well, here, let's take a look quick. Now this is with a morale bonus. Okay, 66 overall. So nearly 30 points of progression, including morale bonus, going from a 37 overall up to a 66 overall. So not too shabby. Not too shabby. Playing on All Pro. Not all Madden, but All Pro. Latimer. And that is why Thurber just dropping dimes in there. Haven't really gone to Latimer much. He tried to one-hand a touchdown earlier, but he just couldn't quite pull it in. So there's the extra point, 50 points. I'm telling you, it was 22-21. It was 22-21. 3 touchdowns in the third, now 1 in the fourth. That's 4 unanswered touchdowns. Prescott was doing it. Hollywood Brown caught a pass. A couple of my guys went for quick tackles. As you know, Hollywood Brown is, I believe he's the fastest receiver in the game next to Tyreek Hill, and a couple players missed him, and he just blew by everybody and had a long touchdown. Prescott was doing pretty good. I don't know what we're doing here. Sometimes, and I have great coverage linebackers, but sometimes when I go man-to-man, it seems like these running backs could pop out of the backfield and sort of come out of nowhere and weasel their way out. So, nope, no running backs coming out of the backfield in this play. There we go. There's some pressure. There's some pressure. Myles Garrett, 3 sacks. His 2 other sacks were coverage sacks. That, in the dime formation, I actually line him up as a tackle. Kind of a NASCAR package originated by the New York Football Giants back in the Michael Strahan, Justin Tuck, JPP. They just had that killer D-line, and they just throw like all these like ends on the field and just kind of overwhelm an offensive line with speed. So I do a little bit of that with the Buccaneers. As you know, from years past, that was something I was doing for years. I remember one certain person at college telling me, "Come on, why are you doing that? No NFL teams do that. That's unrealistic." And well, they started doing it. I was just a little ahead of the curve. But it's Madden. I'm sure a lot of people do a lot of crazy substitutions in Madden. But it is what it is. All right, Thurber, we're running, baby. We're running. Slide. Don't want to fumble. Don't want to get your head taken off. That's the way we do it. But anyway, yeah, Garrett not having a bad game at all. Not a bad game at all. Oop. Okay, 3rd and 1. 4 minutes left in the game. I mean, let's make sure we have both fullbacks in there. James Devlin. Oh, picked the wrong play. That's all right. We're going to go smash it right up the middle. Blunt should be able to get a yard. And he's got a lot more than that with a face mask. So I tell you what, the Giants came out guns blazing. The Buccaneer defense, just second half, I mean, just really shutting them down, getting some sacks, getting some interceptions. Oh, I don't know what the heck was going on there. Get off me. Look at this guy. Are you kidding me? Wow. It's been a real struggle all day to run, and then just to have this guy just throwing people to the ground. LeGarrette Blount. Look at this. Look at this. He can't be stopped. I'd be yelling right now, but everybody's in bed. What a run. Oh, play of the game right there. Love that. I mean, it's in garbage time, and they're toast anyway, but why not? Why not? Yeah, Blunt's loving it. He's celebrating with his buddies over there. He had 226 rushing yards. And that's with me saying earlier I couldn't run worth a skeet in the first half. So, hey, sometimes it's, especially in the NFL, you kind of get the score up. You run your offense, high octane passing, doing all this kind of fun stuff. In the second half, it's wear down that defense, run the ball, pound it in their face, the whole 9 yards. So we're pounding it now. NASCAR package. Here we go. That should be that should be an interception. Dante Jackson just needs to turn around and pick. Sometimes I try to go for user picks, and I don't always move the player in the correct direction he should go, or sometimes they just don't move in the direction I think they should go, but hey, it is what it is. 3 minutes left in the game. Giants are obviously out of it. So I'm really, really interested to see who I'm playing in the Super Bowl. Oh, there's Jalen. Just waiting for interceptions. Just taunting them, baiting them, teasing them, saying, throw the ball my way, I dare you. Ooh, man. There's the other Jalen Smith, linebacker of the year. Forget about it. He can cover. He can do anything. Of course, rocking the creamsicles. One of my favorite jerseys of all time. Yes, I know they're probably voted one of the ugliest ever, next to Pittsburgh's horrible bumblebee uniforms. And I'm pretty open-minded when it comes to uniforms. I like new, I like sexy, I like old school, I like a combination of stuff. But those bumblebees with the it was like the white block around it, on top, just like somebody took a letter and just drew it on a piece of paper and then just pasted it on the front of their jersey. I don't get it. I mean, that's probably what they did back in the day, but it's just like, oh my goodness, guys. But anyway, love the Buccaneers uniforms. Love that creamsicle. My favorite color is orange. You all know that. So, just always liked it. It's a neat look. I loved, I don't know what his real name is. Bobby the Buccaneer, Sam the Swashbuckler. I don't know who that guy is in there. I forget if he's winking or he's got the piercing dagger sticking through his mouth like he's chomping on his teeth. And first bad play by Alden Tate all day. He's been money. But anyway, Bobby Buccaneer on the helmet, just everything. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. That's why I had to rock it. Not sure what I'm going to rock for the Super Bowl, if I'll switch up and do something different. Or run a little bit with Thurber. He doesn't usually run, but let's get that clock ticking a little bit. Run Sony. This play has not worked all game. Pulling guards, pulling tackles. It looks like they're kind of cheating to that side anyway, so I'll try to work it the other way. Oh, man, just can't get the blocking. You go ahead and call a timeout. They won't. 4th and 4, we'll go for it. Why not? Why not? Let the clock tick. I'll talk to you all. Send my love. Hopefully you guys are all doing good. Hopefully you're enjoying the Succaneer. Only one more episode, but we made it. We made it. Oh, threw off my back foot. That was terrible, horrible, but that's what happens when you're trying to talk and run out the clock and do all these things all at once. But we made it. The undefeated season, going to the Super Bowl, only one game left. I can't believe it, to be honest. Usually when I play Madden and you throw in an extreme in any way, there's always a game or two that gets you. There's always a game or two that bites you in the rear end. And I thought Thurber would have a game where I'd get too aggressive passing. Like I said, I'd get behind and have to rely on his passing. But, I mean, this team was built. Look at that. Is that Joe Hayden again? Yes, it is. Joe Hayden. Gotta love that guy. I mean, this team was just built to run the ball. It was built to play defense. And Ross and Thurber said, you know what? It's going to take me some time. We're going to build up chemistry. We're going to need to build rapport. We need to find our role. We're going to need to acclimate players such as Auden Tate, converted wide receiver, Hakeem Butler, Taylor McAvoy, all converted wide receivers. We're going to have to let them find their niche and become tight ends. Tight ends that I can use, tight ends that I can utilize, tight ends that will blow by defenses and bring me to a very, very improbable undefeated season. The only question now is, can the Buccaneers do what the Patriots could not? And that is putting the cherry on top of the best season in NFL history. Can they do it? Can they pull it off? We will know next game. Thank you for watching the Succaneer NFC Championship game. Dismayed, dejected, disheartened Giants. I don't care. They're done. They're out of here. And the Buccaneers are going to the rightful place, which is the Super Bowl. Thanks for tuning in. And I will bring you the Super Bowl, Succaneer style, coming up.